Hi there, Kendra Tolbert here. I'm a registered dietitian and yoga teacher specializing in women's health, and today I am reviewing one of my new favorite books to recommend for people with PCOS, A Balanced Approach to PCOS by Melissa Groves Azzaro. In August 2020, like late part of August, so last month, depends on when you're watching this, last month to me, I received an advance copy of this book and I immediately started thumbing through it. And I honestly was blown away because not only does it have really yummy looking recipes in it, but it also has some great information on how to approach PCOS with nutrition in a balanced and sensible and sustainable way, which if you've been around my channel, you know that that's incredibly important to me. You won't find restrictive ideas here. You will find true science-based, evidence-based, and I think even more importantly, compassionate advice on how to care for yourself with PCOS using nutrition. So what we're going to do is actually go through bits of the book that really stood out to me and that I really enjoyed. And I'm also going to share a recipe from the book that I tried. So let's get right into it. Okay, so here's the cover. As you can see, it's A Balanced Approach to PCOS by Melissa Groves Azzaro, registered dietitian, licensed dietitian. So let's get through this little intro section, lovely acknowledgement, table of contents. The way this book is broken up is really cool. So in the introduction, she actually goes over what PCOS is, what some of the symptoms are, and the root causes, and how nutrition can actually impact those root causes and make a difference in your symptoms and in your experience with PCOS. Then there is part 1, weekly meals. The way it's done is it's separated into seasons, and each season has 4 different weeks with different food focuses and recipes that incorporate those foods. So we have winter, spring, summer, and we have fall. Then there is part 2, the supplemental recipes, which include snacks, smoothies, and desserts. We have our acknowledgements, of course. We get to see the lovely Melissa for the first time. Oh wait, there's my name. So seriously, this was the first time I even noticed it was in there. Thanks, Melissa. So then I'm turning the page eventually. Clearly I was a little bit excited about my name being in there. Introduction. We get to meet Melissa, learn more about her approach. In this section, I love this section. So it's an overview of PCOS. It's how it's diagnosed, the symptoms, and then what the root causes are, because everyone has different root causes. Everyone has different things that are driving their symptoms, and she goes into some detail around what those are. So we have insulin resistance, inflammation, hormone imbalance, and gut imbalance. And then she goes into more detail there, and she talks about how foods can actually help out with each of those. Then she has this section here on like meal planning, how to put things together, and this PCOS plate. We talk about the plate method quite a bit here on my channel. So if you want to know even more about the plate method, definitely check out her book because she talks about it in even more detail. She talks about how she uses a non-restrictive approach, her ideas around weight, and it has resources and references, which is pretty impressive for really a recipe book. She tells you how to use the book to prepare your meals, and meal prep really is what I should say. She talks about carbohydrates and the amounts and how to add more depending on which categories you may fall in. And then we get into the meat of the book, the weekly meals. As I said, everything is separated into different seasons. So first up, there's winter. And so you can see, I'm actually gonna flip through and show you some of those recipes, which honestly look amazing. Then we have spring, there it is. So let's take a quick flip through so you can get an idea of what sort of recipes are in the spring category. Nice stuff, cool. Okay, and now summer, which just ended, and y'all, I desperately needed these recipes before because I don't like cooking in the summer, and I definitely needed some inspiration, so this I will be going through next summer without question. And now for fall, which is the season we're in now, and I did a recipe from fall, which we'll take a look at the end. So we're flipping through so you can see what sorts of things you will find in this fall category. One of the things that I love the most about this book is just how much variety there is. You definitely won't get in a rut following these recipes. So the supplemental category with the snacks and the smoothies and the desserts. Again, it's all about variety. You see that you're definitely going to get a lot of nutrients by following these recipes because you're getting in a variety of foods. And there's that satisfaction factor because there is novelty, because there is variety, and because there's no restriction. She's including carbs, fiber, fat, and protein. Nothing is off limits, and you really can tailor these recipes to your likes and your preferences. Love it. So I decided to do the white chicken chili. Again, it's fall and I just wanted some chili, so this seemed like a fun one to give a go. I'll make sure to include the recipe down below, and of course it's in the book. So we have our pot over medium-high heat, add our oil and then our onions and poblano peppers, which we saute until they are soft. It smelled so good when I was sauteing all of this. Then, once all of that is soft, you add your broth, your beans, your corn, your garlic, your cumin, and then your cinnamon. And then of course you season with salt and pepper, which I did not show here. And you add your shredded chicken. You reduce the heat to medium-low and you simmer for about 10 to 15 minutes until everything is all warmed. Then you remove the pot from the heat, which I did not do, and then you add in your lime juice and your cilantro, and it's ready to serve. And one of the things that I really liked about this recipe was that it provided a lovely foundation. I was then able to add tortilla chips or tortillas or rice, which I changed it up every day, and I could add additional spices. So being quite a fan of Mexican food, I decided to add some taco seasoning. So let me know in the comments below if you plan to check out this book or at least try out this recipe. I think it is an amazing book and one that I highly recommend and have already added to my website as a book that people should explore. I think it's got some amazing recipes, some amazing information, and it does provide you with the knowledge that you need, even past the recipes, in order to build your own meals in a balanced and enjoyable way. So I hope that you enjoyed this little review and this cook-along. Not quite a cook-along, more of a demo. Enjoy the rest of your day, be well, and bye for now.